Lately, when I was making Rang De Basanti, I did feel that I don't need to go for lip sync. This is very encouraging for someone like me who's now making a film on Milkha Singh. Always loved Tigmanshu's work, and Irfan, he's such a beautiful asset for us.
We have this Rakesh Mehra here at IFA Singapore. He just was part of a fascinating workshop on music. Pleasure having you on Bollywood Hungama once again.
Hi.
What is it about this change of look? You've just cut your beard off. It was difficult to recognize you the other day.
No, absolutely. I think we were shooting outdoors and it was very hot, so I had to get rid of the beard and the hair. Yeah.
Are you just playing any part as well?
No way, yeah. My job is behind the camera.
Great. The entire experience of this music workshop, I think it was incredible. I think for me, this was the best event so far at IFA.
Yeah, I felt good and it was very enriching. And out there was Shantanu, Vishal and Shekhar, and it was incredible. And to be among Javed Akhtar and Prasun Joshi is always an honor. I have been an ardent fan of their work and love their work from the bottom of my heart. And so it was wonderful, and to be part of such great intellect, minds and talent was wonderful.
As a director, we've spoken to you earlier as well. Your take on lip sync song and background songs. Generally, you prefer, I think, songs in the background in your movies. There was a whole heated debate today where Javed Saab supported the lip sync songs, and you guys had this take on songs in the background can be there as well. Even Zoya supported you guys as well. What do you think as a director is the prerogative that should be there in the final film?
To each one his own, I guess. A film is a medium of art. Right. And is supported by commerce. So it's how you want to express your story. Sure. I can not speak for the world, but I can speak for myself. I love music, and I love the poetry. I love the melodies. I think that shows in the kind of music we had for Rang De and Delhi 6, and now Bhaag Milkha Bhaag is also shaping up well. But lately, when I was making Rang De Basanti, I did feel that I don't need to go for lip sync. The world is changing, and it's a very alien thought for the world audience and for our audience and the younger audience to start singing at the drop of the hat. I do understand traditionally it is something which we need to keep and preserve, but we also need to move on in our storytelling. Our grammar needs to be more universal. So मेरे को हमेशा अजीब सा लगता है कि when a mother and a school teacher and a prostitute, they all start singing. Unless the situation requires. Sure. And I think musicals are an amazing genre. Right. They're the most difficult genre. They're the most beautiful of all the genres. Right. If I were to take horror or science, sci-fi or action or comedy or rom-coms. Right. But to me, musical are the closest to my heart, where you would sing songs, you would see actors sing. But all stories cannot be told musically, in like where actors break. Otherwise, there is a huge gap in a character. Sure. If you have a very serious police, if you have a police inspector and he's going sincerely about his job, if he starts singing, it starts looking frivolous in today's day and time. I'm not commenting what has happened.
Absolutely.
So it was a huge chance we took with Rang De. We again followed up with Delhi 6. It worked out for the music, for the movies, and for the narrative of the story. And I'm following it up.
In Bhaag Milkha Bhaag?
In Bhaag Milkha Bhaag also, you will not find lip sync songs. And if there is a situation, I would love to do it.
How many songs in Bhaag Milkha Bhaag?
Don't know, we are in the process of making 5, 6, 7 to ho gaye hain, aur hote rahenge.
We spoke to you before the filming process had started, and I think whatever pictures we are seeing of Farhan, I think he's looking fantastic. The way he is just personifying, it's difficult to just work out as to who's Milkha Singh and who's Farhan Akhtar. I think as far as that thing is concerned, that is taken care of?
Nothing is taken care of. Milkha Singh is a tremendous personality. He has inspired us all. Inspired me to make this movie, inspired Prasun Joshi to write the film. It's been 3 years since we've been researching this, going to Chandigarh, and Prasun has given a lot of his time to come to Chandigarh and stay there, be on Milkha Singh's side, and we have understood him intrinsically. That has reflected in the script, and when Farhan read the script, he immediately agreed to play the part of Milkha Singh. It's not an easy part for an actor.
Absolutely.
I'm not talking physically, I'm talking emotionally. Here's a boy who saw the massacre of his mother, father, sisters, brothers when he was 11 years old. Here's a boy who picked up a knife for survival. Here's a boy who did time in jail. Here's a boy who had nothing. No parents, no roof on the head, no food to eat, no clothes to wear.
Sure.
Didn't even have a pair of shoes, and he broke the world record. And he conquered the world. So it was a very inspiring story. Once emotionally, I guess Farhan was with the character, then it just reflected externally. Right now, everyone is reacting to the external part, the muscles and the running style and the dadi. Oh, that took a long time. It took 6 months for him to get into it, and a lot of hard work. As I said earlier, his dedication is awesome. It's unbelievable, and so lucky to be working with him.
Pan Singh Tomar has been a huge success. It was about an athlete, and the context was different for sure. Does it encourage you, or do you think that you need to rework your script in any way whatsoever?
Pan Singh Tomar was a revelation. I've always loved Tigmanshu's work, and Irfan, he's such a beautiful asset for us. And they have turned, it's an amazing subject, and they have made it into such a beautiful film in very limited resources. So kudos to them, and this is very encouraging for someone like me who's now making a film on Milkha Singh. Though we have a different take altogether, I have a different interpretation to the story. It is not about athletics, it's about, as I told you earlier, the human spirit. And I hope we connect with the younger generation in the way the narrative is. When we come out with Milkha Singh, there has been a Pan Singh Tomar behind us. In a way, they have prepared the audiences for us.
So finally, when is the movie releasing?
When is the movie releasing? That's such a tough question. I don't know. For me, it's a work of art, so whenever it's snatched out of my hands, it will never be complete. So let's see.
Any approximate idea?
Approximate dates will be, I think that will be middle of next year, 2013. Yeah.
Okay. So one last question. When you're making a biopic and the guy is still alive, we are known to have, cinema can take cinematic liberties and all that stuff. But when a person is alive and he's known to be quite a firebrand, what do you do in that situation as far as just working your script out? How close are you to the reality, and what chances are you taking in terms of fiction?
It's fantastic. Milkha Singh is among us, and it's great. I understand how lucky I am, because all my research, most of my research is primary. I can talk to the person and I can understand it so deeply, and I can feel the way he feels. Normally you rely on secondary research and documents and written stuff on internet, on newspapers, and if there's a book printed as novels and stuff like that. Just to be with Milkha Singh and to understand his trials and tribulations, it was I wouldn't say an eye-opener. I've been very lucky that I got to hear it from him.
So one last question. I was reading this biography of Steve Jobs the other day, and Steve Jobs told the guy, Isaac Mann, that you have not told me anything what you're writing, and it won't be an insider's job when the film comes out, when the book comes out. In that context, when you're making a biographical, is it only the good things which are coming about, or other stuff which is unflattering about a person? Because they may not like it, but as a layman who's watching the film, they would like to see both sides of the coin if possible.
Flattering, unflattering is a point of view. It's a very immature way of looking at things. We have narrated the script to Milkha Singh many times over. His blessings are with us. Jeev has read the script, and so it's absolutely wonderful. In fact, he has told us, on the contrary, to show his dark side, because he's a great guy, a person who's seen life. Because unless you show the conflict in any character,
It becomes more human.
it doesn't become real for the audience.
Correct.
We are not making a romantic comedy. Yeah.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
My pleasure.